Hello everyone and welcome to SUNUP. I'm Lyndall Stout. We begin today with a segment that's geared toward everyone but maybe especially tailored to those new or aspiring to be in the ranching business. As Dr. Dave Lalman tells us, you never stop learning when it comes to cattle.
So a quick story, first calf heifer is a little more challenging because they don't have the experience of a mature cow with a brand new baby calf. It's a new deal, and she takes her a little while to get adjusted to her new job of being a mother. My story has to do with the time when I was in Montana as a herdsman at Montana State University. I had a lot of students that had a lot of ranching experience working for us. We were calving heifers in a kind of a confined area, very cold up there in late February, early March. And so when a heifer would calve, we would move her and her new baby into what we call calving jugs, which is just like a horse stall pen to let them have time to get used to one another and pair up, if you will. Late one night, actually, we had a new baby calf, had a young man helping me there in Montana, and I pulled the new baby calf into the center of that pen and untied his legs and just let him lay there and stepped out. And as I stepped out the gate, the young man suggested, he said, "Hey, do you mind if I move that calf?" And I thought to myself, well, why would we do that? He's right there in the middle of the pen. He said, no, let's move him over into the corner so that heifer, if she gets nervous and trying to get out and stomping around, doesn't injure that baby calf right there in the middle of the pen. I thought, my goodness, what a practical tip and common sense thing to do. In that case, I had been in the cattle industry my entire life up to that point, and obviously have been ever since then. But there's a lot to learn in this industry. I'm still learning. I certainly learned a good lesson, common sense tip from that young man that day. And I just encourage those of you that may be starting out in this industry to just be aware of those opportunities, and you can select those nuggets that'll be very helpful to you as you go along in the beef cattle industry.